Alright, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to lace a shoe or a boot. People do them differently, and we'll give you a brief description. I preset this, some of this stuff to speed up the video, so we'll just go ahead and hide this. And these two groups here, and all these are is going to be my little markers, and these are the green ones and the red ones here. So I'll show you how I did that, and we'll speed things up so we won't have to go through the whole thing. What I did was, when I selected the boot, I tried to kind of figure out in between this hole, the middle of this hole, and I figured this edge here was probably, I'm just looking to the side of it, this edge here was probably about the center as possible, or the one below it. And what I did was just shift click and be consistent all the way down here. And when I got to the end here, then I just used the curve extraction. Right clicked and group this, and we're going to go ahead and lock this boot here. And when you grab this group here, and we're going to move it over to the left here, I'm going to try center into the hole. I'm not going to move it up and down, I'm just going to move it to the left, and that's it, because too much adjustment, you really have things out of whack here. Now I'm looking at the bottom one, and I want to center that close as possible, but look at the top one, it's off up here. It's because of this boot holes, these are offset and tapered to one side. So we'll just right click real quick and reset pivot, and we'll just eyeball the top one while I'm doing this, and we'll center that. Right click. Sometimes you gotta do this kind of fast, kind of sticky here. Reset pivot. Alright, when I got that done, now all I did was use this offset here. So when you select it and you offset it, you can see I got it to the outside of the hole, or you can do it to the inside, or vice versa. Okay, and I'm going to abort that. Another thing to look at, we're going to go along here. I'm going to go in the front view here. Now when I select this point here, looks like it's in the center of the hole, and when you start tipping it, it kind of looks like it's to the bottom of the hole. So things can look a little deceiving, so you need to kind of pay attention to that. So it's more of an optical illusion type here, and we're going to go ahead and select this boot again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hide some faces on this boot here. We'll activate transparency. I'm going to be needing that in a second. And we're going to clean some of this up and hold the control key down, and I'm going to start dragging in this direction, and we're going to start hiding faces. And like I said, I will be pausing the video. Alright, you can see I did some coloring to my edges and points here, because I want to get some color in here, because everything will start clashing, and it'll be like an optical illusion. You'll be selecting one thing, and come to find out you have selected the wrong thing. So I'm trying to change some coloring up so I can see what's going on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the front view here, and the shoelaces on the top, they start on the outside and start weaving back and forth through there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use the interpolated curve here, and I'm going to start on this top one here and hold the shift key and snap to this one and click. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to abort that, and I did that for a reason, is because I want the string to start on this side, but since I shift click to this point, it's going to remember that one axis that my last axis that I clicked to. So when I use this here again, and I shift click here and shift click back over here, they'll be somewhat aligned together. If not, this thing could have shot way back here. So alright, since we are on the outside of the top of the hole, we need to go through the hole. And when I go through the hole, I'm going to hold the shift key and snap to this one here. Alright, now when you go to the other side, since we're on the bottom of this one already, we need to go to the bottom of the other side. Okay, I'm going to hold the shift key, go to the bottom here. Since I skipped a hole, then I'm going to come up here. And while I'm shift clicking these holes right here, or this, not the holes, but shift clicking these points, I am also looking at that hole. I'm seeing which one's going to be the better one to connect to, because if you look right there, the line is going through the mesh, so I'm going to bring it up here. Alright, since I'm at the top of that one, we need to go to the top of this one here. Hold the shift key, see which one's the better one. This one don't look too bad. Bottom this one, come back up through this one here. And if you get one that don't look good either way, you can always Control Z this, and we'll switch this one to this side here. Might need to do some more adjustment towards the end, so skip over here to the top and to the bottom. Now we're going to go to this side here. Alright, we're at the end of the shoelace here, or at the end of the two holes, and we're going to be crisscrossing back to the other side. So the bottom here up to the top. Since we're at the top, we're going to go to the top of this one, bottom of this one. I'm going to go to the bottom of this one, top of that one. It's top to top, bottom to bottom. Alright, and we'll click here and validate it, and before anything else goes wrong, collapse the DG here. We'll go ahead and hide this one and unhide the shoe here. Hopefully and everything went correctly. And we get this ready here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add some thickness to it. There might be some adjustments off, like on these holes down here. We'll just go ahead and validate that. It's just simple as a little scaling and just a little bit of adjustment. And this could be a little tricky. Sometimes it gets very complicated. Sometimes it's just not as easy as it appears to be. And we also have the if let's say you got maybe a hole or two over here or two that's not working very well for you, but the rest of them are lined up. You can also loop that, and you can turn on your soft selection, so when you pull it a little bit, it's not so bad, and it don't give it a sharp jag at this corner when you're trying to pull it in. It kind of just gives it a soft little push in there. It's best just to go ahead and line one side up, then just eyeball the other side and just do some tweaking. And like I said, I'm not going to get really too in depth in this video here, so we're just going to get a little bit up here. Now I'm getting picky, see what you made me do. And if you don't want the centers here to touch it, we can just go ahead and fix that up a little bit. I'll select one here and one over here. Trying to bring that down just a little bit. And we'll do the opposite side over here. And that looks pretty good there. And thank you very much.